We're on board. Choo-choo. Hey everybody, welcome to Drinks with Emo, your 15-minute mental break with beverages. It took me 22 episodes to get that opening down, pat, but I got it. Even though it's a 20-minute episode.
We're workshopping at this point.
Yeah. Drinks with Emo is made possible by the fact that we do everything in one take, and it's funny. And when it's not, it's still funny.
It's still fine.
Yeah. So if
we roll with it anyway.
So if you come for high production quality, swipe.
Keep swiping.
Yeah, left or right? Which one is it? Swipe left or right?
I don't know. I've never done a dating app.
Neither have I.
Swipe left, right. I don't.
Wouldn't it make more sense to swipe up or down? Swipe up for yes, swipe down for no?
Well, no, because there's a lot of, you accidentally probably would swipe at a lot of people. Because you're automatically looking through it like this, I think, and then you...
Well, what if you were looking at it like this, and then went up and down?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you know what goes good with dating? Beer.
Yes.
For the record, not scripted. All natural.
It's organic.
Totally organic. Gluten-free, too.
Not the beer, though.
Probably not the beer.
I don't know. Is it rice?
I don't know. Well, as we mentioned on previous episodes, we had gone to H Mart, a Korean market chain.
Mart.
Here in the Los Angeles area, and I picked up the sake that we tried a couple weeks ago, and I also picked up a can of beer, Japanese beer, good old-fashioned Sapporo.
Yeah.
All right, if you're not familiar with Japanese beers, there are 4 major breweries in Japan: Sapporo, Asahi, Kirin, and Suntory. Yes, that's Suntory. They're a brewery and distiller. Lost in translation.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So in the United States, you won't find Suntory beer. At least I haven't seen it. But you'll see Sapporo, you'll see Asahi, and you'll see Kirin, usually in major supermarkets, and only in like higher end Japanese restaurants will they have like bottles or cans available on tap. It's not something that you'll see.
Bottles and cans available on tap.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
No, not on tap. They might have some on tap.
That's something.
But this isn't something that you would normally see out in the wild unless you went specifically looking for it. It can be found.
They used to have it at the Japanese curry house. They had Sapporo on the menu.
Was it bottles, cans, or on tap?
I think it was cans.
Probably cans. I can't imagine that you would probably have a Japanese beer on tap. Not enough demand for it, I think, in the U.S.
Maybe in Little Tokyo?
Well, we haven't seen one.
We haven't really looked either. We haven't been to any bars over there.
No, because we're too busy eating.
That's right.
So much good food in Little Tokyo. And you might have guessed, me and Mel, totally international. So I was at the H Mart. I saw the...
Just makes me want to go to Little Tokyo now.
Silver bullet that is Sapporo premium beer.
That's like a 45 caliber of that.
I'll have Val read it.
Oh,
because
okay.
the front I thought was hilarious.
Discover the perfectly balanced taste that's irresistible to all.
Irresistible to all. To all.
As you share rich moments with this masterpiece of the brewer's art. Wow.
Right?
Almost like it's a haiku.
The beer is Japanese. It is the oldest beer brand in Japan. First being brewed in 1876.
Looks like a dirigible.
Somewhere in there. They have a brewery in the U.S. They have breweries in Japan. They have a brewery in Vietnam. So this particular can, Japanese beer, was brewed in Vietnam and then imported into Wisconsin and then shipped to L.A.
It's a lot. That's a big carbon footprint on that beer.
It really is. Why they did that, I don't know. But enough of the jibber jabber. Let's crack this bitch open and see what's up.
Jibber jabber.
All right.
Oh.
Don't you even.
Beer foul.
Don't you even.
Oh, this is a beer foul. He has pushed the tab into the hole. And now he can't get it out. Hold on. God, rube.
It's a very small hole.
Still, which is even more perplexing how you got the little tab in there. Jeez.
I've never done this before. YouTube sensation that's drinking beer and wine doesn't know how to open beer and wine. We had the cracked cork a couple days ago. Oh my God. 2020. Am I right? All right, here we go. Sorry, I'll get in there. So here we go. Nice.
Ooh, it looks nice. It looks refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny bubbles.
That's a nice, clear beer that you got in there.
It really is. Looks very pleasant.
Doesn't it? All right.
Over the can, as usual.
So let's take
Smells like beer.
let's take some first sniffs here.
Smell a little bit of hops in there.
Like right off the bat, it just smells like beer.
Smells like beer.
a mild beer, at least on the nose. Like sometimes you'll crack open like a Bud Light or a Coors or something like that's a hearty beer, but this is very light. This
Really?
isn't.
You crack open a Bud Light and you're like hearty beer.
Well, it has a pungent scent.
Okay.
American beers have a very pungent scent. They may not be heavy, but it's got a bouquet.
Sláinte.
Skål.
That's refreshing.
That's pleasant.
Yeah. This can is like hella heavy though.
Is it?
Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's just I'm used to having the smaller can with half of it in there. I don't know.
Because I kept pouring. Usually.
Yeah. There's seems to be a
How
lot
big is
in
that can?
here.
Does it even say? 22 fluid ounces.
Yeah. It's just 1 pint. 1 pint and 6 full ounces.
So, first sips. It's beer. It's not. It's smooth and light and refreshing.
Kind of reminds me of Miller High Life a little bit.
It does remind me of High Life a little bit.
It's a little hoppier.
I was going to say it's got a little more hops than the High Life does.
Not much.
But it's minor nuances.
Yeah. It's nice. You just go.
Yeah.
No problem. And this is nice and cold too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is almost as good as beer as you can get.
It's real great.
All right, let's give this a proper review then. Sapporo premium beer from Japan. Very light, both in color, texture, and flavor.
But not in can.
It is not a overwhelmingly beery beer. Like you're drinking it, and it's not like, oh, I gotta wash this out.
No,
but
nice.
it's not super light like you weren't sure that you had beer. You know you had beer.
I just wish I had a couple of these when it was nice and hot outside.
It is reminiscent of a Miller High Life with just a tinge more hops.
Yeah.
So I like a High Life. That's my beer of choice because it's nice and easy and smooth. This is that same vein. This is just
Super smooth.
like imagine if you had like the hop mixture on a High Life and you just cranked it tick tick.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you can only really tell like after it's already out of your mouth. Like you get the hop sort of after flavor.
This is good with like a little bowl of nuts,
Some burger.
maybe some beef jerky, some chips, a little bit of dip.
Yeah.
This is a good
I'd totally buy it again.
party beer.
Yeah.
Well, not a party beer. I want to take that back because party beer is like the keggers and stuff like that. This is a good tailgate beer. You're just watching the game. Maybe you got a couple of friends over for a barbecue. You want a couple of cold ones. This is where you'd go.
Yeah, this is real nice. As you share rich moments with this masterpiece of the brewer's heart. There you go.
It is a masterpiece of a brewer's art.
Perfectly balanced taste.
I don't recall how much I paid for this, unfortunately.
I don't know either.
But it wasn't prohibitively expensive for what is essentially an import beer.
And it's a huge can.
And it's a massive can, 22 fluid ounces. Although I do want to show a little bitty.
Again, which is even more perplexing about the fact that you got the tab inside the hole.
Do you remember when
I had to go in and get it because my fingers are smaller.
Do you remember? I don't know if. Do you remember when American beer cans were like that, very narrow, and they're like, no, let's make a maximum guzzlage out of this and widen them up. I remember that.
I remember those commercials were like, wide mouth can, like whatever. And
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Like
much
that was
about it.
technology.
Yeah.
Boss, I have an idea. What? Let's just put a bigger hole in the can so it comes out faster. I love it. Johnson, make it happen.
Johansson, make it happen.
Johansson?
Yeah. German brewers in America.
No. That was the... That was
Budweiser.
That was Chet. That was Chet in St. Louis. That's what he did.
Thank you, Chet.
I don't know if his name is Chet. It could be Phil for all I know. Jimmy in Milwaukee. Thank you, Jimmy in Milwaukee. Maybe that's his name, Jimmy Milwaukee.
Is he a gangster? An old school gangster?
Well, maybe.
He hangs out with, Nathan Detroit? I mean, what am I getting here?
I could go for a cheesecake at Mindy's right about now. Marlon Brando cannot sing,
He really can't, but he was real hot in that movie.
but he can't sing. For those that don't know, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. You sing better trying to do Marlon Brando than Marlon Brando singing. For those that don't know, I'm pulling away here. Guys and Dolls, Broadway musical that was turned into a film. Frank Sinatra desperately wanted to play the role of Sky Masterson. Desperately wanted to play it, and he's a singer.
I don't think he could have pulled it off, Sky Masterson. He's not manly enough. Let's be honest.
He's not. But the reason why he didn't get it is because the studio wanted to get Brando, who had just come off an Oscar win for On the Waterfront or some shit like that. Yeah. And so they're like, we're going to put Brando in the role of Sky Masterson. Frank, you get Nathan Detroit. And we'll go ahead and slide this.
Which I feel like Nathan Detroit is a much better role. Like, it's totally him.
For him, absolutely.
Absolutely.
But obviously, Sky is the star. He's the hero of the film, more or less. And, Marlon Brando cannot sing.
Yeah.
And you can hear it. It took some time.
It's a lot of this, but younger.
Yeah. Yeah. But seriously,
I like that movie.
I could go for a cheesecake at Mindy's.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't even know where Mindy's is. In New York somewhere?
Yeah, right outside
Does it still exist?
I don't know if it's a real thing or not. But not a Danish, though. No Danish.
No Danish, just cheesecake.
I've seen the movie once, and I really got all the details. So, after we started maligning Brando singing, let's go ahead and give this...
Again, still very hot in that movie, though.
He was a good-looking man.
For a flash.
Let's give this a rating on a scale of 1 to 5.
Let me just pause for a second. Sky Masterson, like the best freaking name ever.
Right.
Yeah.
What would you, on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you give Sapporo Premium Beer?
Did we do High Life yet?
We have not done the High Life. What?
I'll give it a 4.
4.
I should drink more of it. I too shall give it a 4.
I will also give it. Okay, well, hold on. Before I give my rating, why are you giving it a 4?
I'm giving it a 4 because it is very enjoyable. I would totally get it again. It's one of those beers, though, I think once it gets warm, it could be a little funky.
Well, that could be said about most beers.
Well, true. But there are some beers, it's just like Del Taco French fries. They're the only ones that are still okay cold. Okay. So I'm still looking for that beer that's okay warm.
Well, if your beer gets warm, that's on you.
Well, it is a large can. Maybe you were talking a lot.
Okay.
Maybe doing dance numbers.
I will also give this a 4 out of 5. The only reason I'm not giving it a 5 out of 5 is because it just has that,
Try not to be all like in the middle of your review. Sorry.
It does have those hoppy undertones, which give it that hint of bitterness. As we've established on the show, I'm not a bitters fan. I don't like extra hoppy beers, and like I said, the level compared to Miller High Life, which we have yet to review on the show, but is, for my personal experience, my favorite beer.
Yeah.
It's just a little adjustment that separates the two, and the more I drink it, the more the bitterness. I don't want to say it starts to build.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. So 4 out of 5 for me on the Sapporo, 4 out of 5 from the Space Cowboy.
Do we have a?
On the Sapporo Premium Beer.
Okay.
Do we not?
All I know is my ear just starting to get real warm.
Really?
Yeah. I don't see it on here anywhere.
No?
It's a mystery.
Well, there you go. All right, so that was Sapporo Premium Beer. We got this at H Mart, but you can probably find it at Ralph's, for sure. Total Wine,
Kroger's,
Bevmo.
whatever you.
You know what?
Lion King, depending on where you are. They're still around.
You don't have to say Kroger if you want to say Ralph's.
Tops.
Let them figure it out. Let them do the research. I can't give them everything. Honestly.
I'm just giving them, a wider supermarket base.
Although, like I said, the 3 Japanese beers, Sapporo, Kirin, Asahi, you could probably find at maybe Target and Walmart. I haven't looked personally.
I feel like I've only ever seen Sapporo out when I was out.
Yeah, I think Sapporo you can find more easily.
Yeah.
The other 2 I know exist. I have seen them in stores, but they may be more specialty stores or more ethnic stores. But I haven't seen Suntory. So, it's Suntory time. All right.
Now it's stuck in my head.
What, Let Be a Lady
Like
Night?
be a lady tonight. Like be a lady tonight. Like if you've ever been a woman to begin with. Like be a lady tonight. Yeah, sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
Dinner and a show.
Yes, man.
All right, so let's wrap it up here. If you enjoyed watching this episode of Drinks with Emo, where there was a musical number,
Hey.
awesome! Feel free to comment, like, subscribe on the YouTubes if that's where you're watching us. If you're on Instagram, like us, share us in your stories, spread the word, spread the gospel that is Drinks with Demo. If you're watching us primarily on Instagram, cheat for us. Look us up on YouTube, give us the like. You don't have to watch the whole video again if you don't want to, but just, double dip for us.
For us. Do it for us.
So that way we don't have to double dip for you.
I'm not sure what that would mean.
Neither do I. As you can tell, it's getting into the colder winter seasons here in Los Angeles. I am wearing my sweater.
Who did win? They did win.
The Bills, yeah. I'm wearing a Bills sweater. All right.
I'm not.
The Rams are my team. The Los Angeles Rams are my football team because they're the hometown team. But as the Space Cowboys' parents are from Buffalo, Niagara, I became a Bills fan when LA didn't have a team, so that way we'd have this common bond.
It's their team-in-law.
Right. So, yes, the Bills are my team-in-law. Thank you. I love that. That's great.
Weirdly enough, I don't know if I'd consider myself a Bills fan.
No, I've turned her into a Rams fan.
Yeah. I've probably seen more Rams game than anything else. So.
Right. Because you know what? We're in LA.
Right. And we have a swanky new stadium.
Yes, we do.
If we ever get anybody in there.
No, we won't.
I feel like that's the kind of stadium where you probably buy a can of Sapporo. Let's bring it back around there.
Maybe. No, because they usually the stadiums, they have like usually like exclusive. So like if it was like what's the official beer of the NFL? Is it Bud Light?
I don't know.
So they might have Bud Light. They might have separate. So let's say they did the whole Anheuser-Busch family. So you might have like Bud Light, and Michelob Ultra or something like that. But you probably won't get Sapporo. Who knows? I don't know because we can't get into that stadium because of the pandemic.
So here we are in the kitchen. Put a mask on.
Yes, please wear a mask.
Please.
But not when you're drinking because then it gets all wet.
Get in the way.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Unless you can kind of straw underneath it. Like,
who drinks beer through a straw?
Look, desperate times. Okay, desperate times. The mask on.
I don't know. I'm not that much of a lush.
Desperate times.
No, not that desperate. And on that note, it is time to say goodnight.
Yeah.
Any parting shots?
No.
All right, friends. Thank you again for watching Drinks with Emo, your 15-minute mental break with beverages. We drank Sapporo premium beer tonight. Got 4 out of 5 for me, 4 out of 5 for the Space Cowboy. Like, subscribe, follow us, do all the good stuff, share the love that is Drinks with Emo. And until next time, Demosthenes, Space Cowboy, stay safe, choose love, drink responsibly!
Please.